Hi, it's Chef Gregorio. Today, I'm going to make a very, very simple pizza with just a few ingredients. Here they are. The star of the show is tomatoes and onion. See the garlic right there? Salt, pepper, and a little olive oil. That's all that's going to be on this pizza. Made the dough a couple minutes ago. It's got 00 flour. You can use regular flour you buy anywhere. I use this dry instant yeast and warm water. That's it. Okay, so 3 3/4 cups of the flour, 2 1/4 teaspoons of the yeast, and a cup and a half of warm water right out of your tap. That's how I make the dough. Pretty simple. No salt, no sugar, none of that stuff. The ancient pan here. I cook all my pizzas on it. I'm going to put a little olive oil on the bottom so it doesn't stick. And of course it adds lots of delicious flavor. And just going to spread that with your hand. It's a great moisturizer too. So you do two things at the same time. Let's get the dough on here. Nice and fluffy. Just going to spread it out nice and evenly. We're just going to take the dough and spread it nice and evenly, like this. You don't want to beat it up too much. And we're going to let it rise again for another half an hour or so while we get the ingredients all ready. So it's ready to go. First thing I'm going to do is let's cut up an onion. I always cut it right at the very top like that. Right through the kind of the core of it. Cut off the end. Then you should be able to fairly easily take the skin off. Just like that. Oh, this one's not going to be easy on me. So, okay, I got these cleaned up. I'm going to do kind of a rough cut on these. Not too small, not too big. We're going to saute these up, get them translucent, and put them on the pizza before we put it in the outdoor oven. Okay, let's get these onions sauteing. Oh, you hear that sound? That's the sound of the onion sauteing. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Probably take about 15 minutes or so. Just get them translucent and soft. You don't want to rely on the oven to cook the onions. Okay? Just added some pepper. Oh, I just love pepper. I like to add it early and add it late. I said salt, but we might not even add salt. We'll see how it all tastes. I never add salt during the cooking of whatever I'm making. I always salt at the end because you never know how it's going to turn out, and it's just good cooking sense. Let's chop up the garlic. I always cut off the stem end. I give it a little pop to loosen it up, and then this usually comes out off pretty easily. Okay, so garlic, I don't know how much to put in. You just kind of put in whatever. I don't really measure much of anything. I have only baked one thing, and you got to measure with that, and even that I didn't do too much. So we're going to give these first a rough chop. And then we're going to cut them up pretty good, because the smaller the garlic, the bigger the flavor. So if you want a very hint of garlic in something, let's say it's a sauce you're making, you put in a few whole garlic cloves and you take them out later on. If you want a medium garlic flavor, you kind of just put these in like this. If you want a lot of garlic flavor, Then you go nuts and you really mince it up pretty good. Some people use a garlic press. I never have. I just mince it up really, really good. Okay, let's throw in the garlic. You never put the garlic in first. It'll turn brown, it'll burn. You always let something else cook first. Then you throw in the garlic. And if you really want a strong, strong garlic flavor in any dish, you throw the garlic in raw. That'll give you a really strong, but we don't want it too strong. So we'll let that simmer for just another minute or two, and then we'll stop this. We're just going to cut the tomatoes in half, and I'll show you what we're going to do with them on the pizza. Oh, you're going to love this pizza. So simple, so delicious. First thing we're going to do is add a little olive oil. Okay. The super power ingredient. Then we're going to take the sauteed onions and garlic, and we're going to spread that all over the joint. Okay. Best tool you got, your hands. So let's get this spread out all over the joint. The idea is not to crowd the pizza, but give it some space. Everybody wants their space, so we'll get those onions, a good medium-sized onion. Okay, and next, we're going to take these gorgeous ripe tomatoes. We're going to squeeze out a little juice, and we're going to kind of punch them right in there. So we're going to squeeze out the juice and kind of punch them right in there. Squeeze out the juice and punch them in there. Squeeze out the juice, punch them in there. You get the idea. I usually forget an ingredient. What is a pizza without Parmigiano Reggiano? Let's take this out and get it cooking. There is the Weber oven. Okay, we're gonna let that go for about 20 minutes or so to get up to 500, as it just was a moment ago. Take a look at this pizza. Look at those tomatoes, little charred on the top. The onions got a little crispy. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the indentation. The tomato kind of fell right in there. Oh, and the edges are nice and crusty. Let's try this tomato and onion pizza with the no salt, no sugar added pizza dough, homemade. The tomatoes, like half cooked. The onions, a little hint of garlic. Absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Give it a try. Chef Gregorio. Subscribe and give me some comments. Okay? Bye-bye.